Hello and welcome to this class. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be great and much appreciated. Thank you. Because today's video is going to be on about how not to burn out. Now, this is a topic that covers running, which I'm going to go into, but I think it actually also encapsulates a bit of life itself. When you have a goal and you have a target and you're just starting your journey in that target, you become so excited and so passionate about that thing that the idea of burning out and actually being able to burn out won't come into view. It's going to be there and it's going to creep up so slowly and so quietly that when it does come, it's such a knockback on you and it can demoralize you, it can really set you back on that target and goal, and it can really drag you back into the old self that you used to be, which you are so desperately now trying to avoid. And that's why you've set those goals and targets, so when you can look back and realize how far you have come. But as I've said previously in other videos, there's always going to be obstacles in the way that are trying to bring you back to where you once were. But I'm here now to show you that burnout is a problem and how you can do your best to avoid it. Now, I know I've said in previous videos that the idea of doing too much of a good thing that's a struggle, so you're going to improve in it, is a load of rubbish. I said that before, and I still stand by that. But the idea of burning out is when you are overly committed to something, to a goal, that you are blinded to the factors that are coming in. See, running is such a form of meditation that you need to be aware of what's happening to your body and around you. So forms of burnout you may find are going to be a lack of motivation to start going out running. This is something that's so natural that you just believe that you've done enough to warrant a rest, but what's actually happening is your body is telling itself not to go out running anymore, because it is so tired, and that will hit you mentally, and that motivation to then go out to run will be gone. You also find pulls and aches and things that may feel beneficial to you because you are improving and you're working hard, but these are things that are going to mentally set you back and mentally drain you to not want to go out running again. It's all a mental battle, you see, and when you aren't aware of what's happening to your body, it only comes and hits you at the last minute when everything is gone way so far that you are just trying to keep up to get back on track, but things have happened now and things are in motion, and it's very, very hard to get back onto that horse to keep going. Everything surrounded with running is going to seem like a drag, is going to seem very down on you, even though you have goals, you have commitments that you are striving for. So the idea of working now to better yourself for those goals would never seem, at the start of your journey, would never seem like a bad thing, but it is going to seem like that, because you don't want to put yourself through the hardships you are enduring on your journey. So with the love of running that you have at the start of your journey, how can you now do everything you can to avoid that burnout feeling? That feeling of, I don't want to do this anymore, that feeling that everything is gone completely wrong. How can I avoid that feeling? So here are a couple things I would do to avoid burnout on your journey of running, with your goal in mind. Now, I know I said previously in other videos that the idea of doing too much is wrong, and I also said in that previous video how you are never going to have to stop doing what you're doing because you love doing it. What I am going to ask you to do is take a step back to then take 3 steps forward later on. That step back isn't going to be completely stopping, because you're always going to want to improve. You're not going to wake up one morning and go, today I'm going to do nothing, because you haven't got that spark of lounging around in you anymore. The spark of improving is burning within you. So you now have to take a step back from that 100% passion you have. And instead of doing a long run or a fast run for a time you might be wanting to hit, I'm going to ask you to prioritize other parts of your journey. Perhaps stretching, perhaps doing exercises like squats and lunges, and perhaps using lightweight. We don't want to go straight into heavyweight because that's going to strain your legs, and that's going to even set you back further from the goals you want to be hitting further down the line, unless your recovery time is incredible. Perhaps using some moderate weights I think would be smart. But I love doing the idea of push-ups, sit-ups, squats and pull-ups. Just as many. I'll do sets of 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups and 20 squats I think I would do, and then the sit-ups would come with those as well, those numbers, and I would do sets and sets of those, and it would put me in the mindset of working incredibly hard, because you are working hard. That's a very hard workout to keep going. I would actually try and do it to what a Murph is, where you would do 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups and 300 squats. Those are my targets, but with the splits that I said previously. And it wasn't running, I know that, but what it was hard work. It was dedicated work that kept me on the path of striving. It kept me in the mindset of aiming for my goals. It's a small goal for that day that I've now hit, and it makes you feel so much better than what a slow and achy and just an overall bad run will feel like. Yeah, you'll get the pride from a bad run, you get a pride from every run you finish, but it's not the same as taking a step back and trying something new and just delving headfirst into it. Don't overdo it though, because you will burn out in that, and everything is in moderation to reach your goals. If you have a long-term goal, surely you can be smart enough to take a step back once or twice a week to, it might seem like at the time, not better yourself for that goal, but you really are. Everything you do is a mental battle, and if you're not winning the mental battles that you want to be hitting on the running, why not take a step back and try something new to win in a nap battle? It's only setting yourself up for this one. So that's what I would do. And I would also start with maybe a slower run, a much shorter run. We're getting back into that. Just constantly doing something though to better yourself. When I say take a step back, it isn't completely abandoning your thing. It isn't. Your goal is still in a sight, so why not try different things to achieve it? And let's say you have constantly ran every day for a couple of weeks, and you can feel that burnout building. You haven't taken rests, and you haven't taken different paths to then come back to your normal path of running. So what would I do now? So there I would have to take walks and cycles, maybe a couple of days of those workouts I was talking about, shortening the numbers obviously, so you can maintain it for a couple of days. And when you come back into running, you need to feel that vitality, that re-energizing feeling before you start going out for that run. If you do not feel like you have been rebirthed as a new runner, you need to take some more time off, because the whole point of a rest, the whole point of a slow down and step back is to regain that excitement and passion you had at the start of your journey. Your goals are still in sight, but maybe the distance and time has changed from when you want to hit it, and that can feel like pressure on you, and it can overwhelm you, and it can drag you down. But with that new idea of trying something new to bring into it, you need to feel like you have been thrown back out into the wild unleashed again so you can go out running and get those goals again. And if you don't, you're just going to end up back in the same place you were, but worse. You'll be fully burnt out, where you have to take a long break and a long rest to let your body recover. I've been there and I feel like I'm still in it now. My muscles in my legs, after years of running, have just, poor running form I have to say as well, has just really damaged my muscles and my spirit. And when I do go out for a run, the pride I get from finishing, it is amazing, but being out on the run, can I say 100% with my heart that I enjoy it? Right now, no. And it's a horrible place to be, because I love when I finish my runs. It is amazing. It is an absolute blissful pride. But now when I feel how bad it is during the run, my motivation is just completely falling away, and it is a very sad place to be. And I wish you would never experience it, because hopefully with this now, you have an understanding of what burnout is, how to avoid it, be smart with your goals, completely aware of what's happening. And if people want to make comments on, oh, you're not running this week, or you're not doing that thing, don't let outside sources affect you. It's completely a battle with you, and it should only stay with you. Trying something new is always a brilliant way to get back on the horse and carry on going, because, well, you're just developing your skills and developing your mindset as a whole package to go out running and conquer that goal that you've hit. I think that's all for today. So if you could share this video, like and subscribe, that'd be absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.